evening to you. My name is Wayne. I am the Lone Cybertronian. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you very much for joining me on this review. I hope you've had a lovely few days of Easter celebrations. I did. They were most enjoyable, and so now we are back to work and I'm back to reviewing again. So I did promise this one a long time ago, before I had my bit of a slump and before I lost my camera. And so I got the guy out today and I thought, you know what, let's do this review, as it's going to be pretty short, I think, based on what I can say about him. So today's review will be Bumblebee, Studio Series Bumblebee movie, Core Class, I think they are these days. I'd call them Legends, but I think it's Core Class, Ravage. I do have Soundwave as well, and I will review him tomorrow. I thought I might combine the two, but nah, I'll do them separately. So yes, today we're doing Ravage. So what can we say about the little chompy guy? Let's have a little look, shall we? Okay, so starting as we always do in the robot mode here, robot mode with Ravage, and I've got all these accessories attached, which isn't what I usually do, but you know what you're going to do. Simply because I'm going to take this one off straight away. I just wanted to show it. So it is clearly a Soundwave barrel. Soundwave's gun barrel, which is used on Soundwave more than Ravage. You can clip it onto him on the underside. It's got a peg, as you can see on the top there, and it can peg into any one of the holes. Like he's got these missiles here, just peg into the sides, and I think you can peg that into the side as well. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, you can. Yeah, so you can actually peg the Soundwave gun barrel into the side as well and use that as a weapon if you don't like the standard missiles that Ravage comes with, but I think they're absolutely fine, so I just tend to use those. He does have another accessory as well, which I'll point out once I finish dropping the missiles. Ooh, my fingers are too fat for this kind of malarkey. Yes, they just peg into the holes in the thighs there, as you'd come to expect. And then this little section here is also an accessory that just pops off. It looks like a little rocket pod, or it might be a radar of some description, not quite sure. But anyway, that's Ravage in his robot mode. As I say, he's got quite a mean look, and I think he does quite well resemble the version you see in the Bumblebee movie. He's got an opening jaw, which is nice. He's got nice big yellow eyes, make him look quite savage. Savage Ravage. A couple of Decepticon symbols on his upper arms there. The legs are all, the top bits are ball jointed, meant for transformation, so they've got plenty of range of movement. The lower legs on hinges, so they move pretty well, and then the paws here at the front, they, as you can see the hinge joint there. Legs pretty much the same, except they've got the other joint involved. I can't seem to make the back legs look cool in any way, but that might just be me. He has got a moving tail. But yeah, he's got a good representation. As I say, he's only core class, so he's only small, so he does look quite good next to Shockwave. But he does scale well with Soundwave as well, so I've got no problem with him at all. Some nice detailing there on the back. I say the two missiles that clip into his thighs there look great, and he's just a nice little fun bot to play with. I've actually had him on my desk at work today, and yeah, he's been quite fun to just keep playing with. Plenty of detailing in him. You can see there, obviously he doesn't transform into a cassette tape anymore, but you've got like gears and you know, potential data storage, like a hard drive or something like that. So he does have plenty of detailing on him. He is a nice little figure. Is he the best Ravage I own? Probably not. But you know, I'm not going to complain. For a core class figure, there's plenty of articulation, and as I say, he does actually fit very well with his big mate Soundwave. So, with that being said, this is the robot mode, which I'm, you know, gushing over here a little bit. So that's that, and obviously you just stand quite well once you get the legs all lined up. So that's robot mode. But what have we got to say about the alt mode? Let's just call it that, shall we? So what does the alt mode do? Well, I mean, what can you say about that? That's well, you know, it's a thing. I'll say that for it. So essentially, Ravage transforms into a box. That's pretty much all you can say. Limbs all condensed down, and to be fair, they do have pegs and tabs, so you know you're actually putting everything in the right place pretty much. It all folds up quite neatly in the end. But at the end of the day, he does pretty much just fold up into a box. Not exactly the most thrilling thing in the world. He does fit into Soundwave's chest, which I may show off tomorrow. And he's got the gap in the top for the gun barrel as well, if you really want to shove that in there. Although he won't fit into Soundwave with that attached. But that is really it. And it's, you know, it's obviously not meant as a disguise because this isn't an earthen mode. This is a Cybertronian mode. But still, this is a core class figure that's sold individually that transforms into a poorly defined box, and that's a little bit sad. In order to try and bludgeon some more enjoyment out of it, what I've taken to doing is flipping up his tail, like so, and by standing him on the bottom like that, he looks a little bit like he could be like a gun turret or something like that. So you've got the tower and then a gun turret on the top, like something from Star Wars perhaps, or obviously from Transformers as it is. You've got the armour plating on the front. So to me, you know, that kind of works. You know, you've got the antenna there to try and detect targets. And my headcanon would be that obviously Ravage is meant as a quick move and what have you, and he's a hit and run attacks. But this mode would give him, alright, you can't move in it, but it gives him a slightly more heavily armoured and a more stable way of attacking if he has to give covering fire, for example. So, you know, it's like he's dug in and just giving covering fire, and then he can transform into his robot mode and then attack with his usual hit and runs. That's the way I've done it, and that works a bit for me. Works a bit better for me for my headcanon. I don't like the idea that he just transforms into a box just so he can slot into Soundwave. I think that's a little bit cheap. You might as well have just packaged them together as, you know, they've done over the last few years. You know, whenever you get Soundwave, you get a tape with him, generally speaking. So they may as well have done that, as I can't see them releasing any more of these to go into the Studio Series Soundwave. So, but yeah, so essentially here's a box, but I'm more than happy with the little gun turret form that I've got here, and that's how he's been sat on my desk for some of the day, you know, blasting away at Autobots disguised as a gun turret. So there you go. That is Studio Series blah 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 86 Bumblebee movie core class Ravage for your viewing pleasure. As I say, what I intend to do Soundwave tomorrow. That's my plan. And then I've got another Decepticon to do before the week is out. And then I don't know what I'm going to do next. I may go back and do another Combiner Wars Combiner, but do an Autobot this time around. But we'll see. We'll see how we go. We'll go with the flow. I do plan on doing some of my G1.5 characters at some point as well, because I've got a few of those. They are priced and played in my collection, and I would love to share them with you. So with that, I will leave you with Ravage in his box mode, thrilling as it is. Thank you very much for joining me. Thanks for the subscriptions and for anyone who's watched my videos. It is really greatly appreciated. And as always, comments, questions, feedback, all greatly appreciated as well. So thank you very much for your time, and I will see you on the next one.